Hello, crypto family. Today we're going to be talking about ordinals, specifically one BRC project I just want to review today. It's called Ghosty Cash, and we're going to talk about some of the bullish indicators I see in this project, some of the bearish indicators that I see, and we'll determine if it's a good project. So Ghosty Cash is basically a swap and a bridge that lets you make transactions, and it is the first one to be released on Brc20. So it's the first swap that allows you to swap from basically ordinals, Bitcoin, and you can transfer this out to any kind of bridge you want. It's also anonymous. I really like that. It kind of reminds me of like Monero and that way, the way it works. So basically what I understand is that when you're using the swap, it gets exchanged through a centralized exchange, and then it gets bridged over to wherever you want it to receive, right? And you can do it with Monero, or you can take off the anonymity, whatever, and it would lower the fees. You don't have to connect your wallet, so I do like that. The way it works, I have used the bridge twice already now. I bridged over from Kronos to Bitcoin, and I bridged from AVAX to Bitcoin, and it worked flawlessly each time. It was really great. I think they said they're having a delay with the ordinal ones, or you're not able to transfer track yet because they're updating their system. But it is pretty amazing too that they have this swap option, because before, if you wanted to basically buy and sell ordinals, you would have to, or BRC tokens, you're going to have to use Unisat or one of those marketplaces, which basically require a bidder. So you basically would have to put your order in, and then you have to wait for someone to come and buy the order, and it can be painful, right? It takes a while. Sometimes you'll list and then you get undercut, and it's really, to me, it's kind of freaking annoying because it happens way too often on Unisat. You just get undercut by like 1 or 2 sats. It's just the dumbest thing. So I do like that they'll be able to swap kind of instant, not really instantly, but kind of instantly, in the fact that you don't have to sit there and wait for someone to buy your order. You just make the swap, it gets transferred to their LP that they have, and then you get your tokens, and they don't hold your funds. So they're claiming it's not really hackable at all. They've been testing it, they said, for 8 months, and they recently released a token earlier this month. So it was available for mint, and that's where we're going to get over one of the first red flags I see in this project. But it's kind of minor. Honestly, it happens to a lot of BRC projects, is the holder count. So when this was first minted, I think it was like at 300 holders, or actually it was probably like 200 and something, if I remember correctly. Which means that some of these holders, right, have a big bag. Some of the early mentors that were able to find the project, because I didn't find the project out until it was like at $1 million market cap. It was around 3 cents for a Ghosty coin, and I saw that it actually had some utility, or they were planning to add utility, which is the first for BRC. And obviously the fact that it's a bridge that would be able to help bring in more liquidity into BRC and ordinals, that made it super bullish to me, and it made it like a no-brainer that I should get in. Now, since then, we have had an explosion, especially yesterday, we had an explosion of buyers. Basically, people were finding out about the project, a lot of the OGs were starting to see that, this was a legit swap, because a lot of people weren't even certain if this was actually going to be working, right, if it was a scam. But then it turned out being great. It's a great goddamn product. I think the team seems really smart, and it seems like they know what they're doing, and it seems like they have some connections, which is bullish to me. Obviously, I bought in really cheap compared to today's price. I bought in at 3 cents. My whole community did, basically, that once I wanted to get in, because we all were notified the same day through the Telegram group that I have, and we started basically aping in to this project. And then from there, it was kind of just, at first I just started buying, and then I started doing more research on the project. I started questioning the team, and I hit them with some hard, heavy, like hitting questions, and they were able to answer everything. They weren't trying to hide anything from me. So I like how upfront they were about everything and how it works. And this is an amazing project to me. I think right now the market cap is at, let me just double check here. So we're going to multiply the supply by the price. We're looking at 6 million market cap, so about 6x from where I bought in. And that is still relatively cheap in my opinion. I think typically some of these ordinal market cap for these BRC projects are in like the 60s to 70s. Obviously, besides Ordi, which has a 418 million market cap, and this project does seem to have potential to me at least. If I'm being super realistic and trying to be not like a moon boy or anything, I would say we're gonna see no doubt 20 to 50 million market cap here, probably before the year ends. And I could see this getting to 100 million market cap next year during when we get closer to the bull run. And the reason for that is we have projects like Rats that don't have any. Most of these BRC projects, I don't think any of these BRC projects have any damn utility besides a few, right? And the ones that, a lot of these don't, and they all have like a 61 million market cap. Multi or Mubi is kind of a swap. It basically swaps from, I think Bitcoin or Ethereum to Bitcoin, or Bitcoin to Ethereum, one of those two. But they only have like that one option for the swap, and I think you have to use their token. And that one has a market cap of, I believe, like 20 million. And Ghosty Cash is a lot better, in my opinion. Better product. More swaps, more bridges. And they allow the bridging both ways, to come both ways, in and out. And their market cap is only, it's at 5-6 million. Mubi's really comparable to this project, and they're at 20 million, I believe. And comparing that to some of these projects, Rats obviously, Sats is at 310 million. Track is at 64. Also, Track, the developer Benny, he was commenting about the Ghosty project. He says he loves it. So that definitely brought in a lot of their community yesterday, and that's probably why we saw a lot of these big buys, because we saw a lot of big whales coming in and accumulate. Also, there's just a lot of projects here that really don't justify having the market cap that they do, and that shows me that there's still room to grow here for the project. And here's Mubi, 25.4 million market cap. If you compare that to where we're at right now with Ghosty, it's only 5.6 million. So that has it right there off the bat. You have a chance to 4x your money. And I think once people like more of the influencers on Ordinal start finding out about this project, I think we could see this go up to 50 million market cap, up higher up than that. There is a lot of sales in the secondary, so basically see there's always constantly buyers coming in. The holder count has increased by quite a bit, so that's fantastic news as well. And it looks like we're getting a lot of the whales out. Like a lot of the whales that had a ton, that had over a million, sold already. They sold it actually pretty early. They were selling most of their tokens around like 7 to 12 cents, and now they're probably kicking themselves for selling that early. I don't think they knew what they were holding, because now you look at the price and it's 5 times what it was yesterday. And I think we're going to be seeing these waves. It's not obviously nothing goes straight up in crypto and without coming down, but I think we'll start seeing these accumulation periods where we'll see some pullback, and then you'll be able to buy a little bit, and because this chart is ridiculous. And I don't think it's going to go straight up to $1 here price wise. And for $1 price wise, it only needs to be 33 million market cap. So that's super realistic in my opinion. We could see the Ghosty at $1 this year. That's amazing. And yeah, this is just a good project. So overall, in my opinion, I would invest even now. I think the market cap is great. They only have 1,200 followers and only 400 and something holders. So that's going to continue to grow. The team, I believe, has an interview coming out tomorrow with somebody's YouTube channel. So we'll be able to find more about the founder and the directors of the project. But they have the docs out here, which I was reading when they came out a couple days ago. But honestly, overall, I've been really excited about this project. I think this is going to bring a lot of liquidity over to Ordinals. And the team seems solid. So it seems like we might have found like a good project here. Here's the roadmap, by the way. Feel free to pause it and read it. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'm going to go ahead and end this video here shortly. And I'll probably do some more reviews coming up for BRC and Ordinal projects, just because that's what I'm investing in right now heavily. Well, I've been since like May and or April. But yeah, I'm just going to keep. I like the Bitcoin chain. And obviously now that you can actually build on top of Bitcoin, I think that's amazing. I didn't know that was. I don't see nobody really knew that was possible until April. And the fact that now we have that, kind of, I haven't been using other chains, to be honest with you, since that, and I've just been focusing on ordinals. But yep, you guys have a good one. Goodbye.